I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks spinoff podcast from the web series The Two Dicks. Here I am, Al Ducharme, in Morro Bay, California, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Al Romas. I believe he's in Tampa today. Are you in Tampa today?
I'm in Tampa, man. I'm home, just chilling out, and got a busy week coming up. I'll be at the Sonny's in Port Charlotte, Wednesday through Saturday, so come on out if you want, but home today.
Al Romas performing regularly live because he lives in the state of Florida.
There are no rules.
I live on the wrong coast, the West Coast, and
Yes.
California, which is its own state now.
40
million people, curfews.
Ridiculous.
And our governor is being hardcore with the restrictions, but yet he's going to dinners.
Right.
Sitting at a table of 12 people.
It's at the French Laundry. No mask.
French Laundry, one of the most popular and exclusive restaurants in the world in San Francisco. 12 people, no mask. And he's telling people, you can't have Thanksgiving with your family.
Yeah. Way to lead there, Gov.
And then he went to Florida. Again, he's probably on a private jet and a limo and everybody's tested.
What do you mean, privately? Yes, he is.
What I'm saying is he's doing all this stuff and all the people around him are tested. We get all that, but it's the image that you project.
Right.
It's the image you project. Put on your mask if you're going to say wear your mask, and don't gather and have private parties. He did come out and apologize, but too late, pal. You can't. You're setting an example as the leader, but yet you.
It's all over, man. Don't even worry about it. Mask, no mask. Over. It's been 9 months. It's over. We're not getting better. Nothing's happening. It's gonna be the vaccine eventually, and then some herd immunity, and then we'll sort it all out when it's done. But these 10 o'clock curfews aren't doing anything. All this shit. I've been performing since June in clubs, no mask. Everyone there. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, we hunkered down and we stayed indoors for a good 6 months before we.
You're gay.
Okay. We have gay listeners, and then we have gay
You're
members.
gay. No, you personally. Hunkering down for 6 months is gay. I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is we took all the precautions. We did.
I know. And no one else does.
We did our hand. We stayed. And then we started going out to outdoor restaurants. We started doing heat lamps, sitting 12, 15 feet away.
That's stupid.
We started doing all that. And now it's getting worse, of course. But everybody's getting tested before the holidays. So there's a huge surge in cases because it's like Walking Dead. We all have it inside of us.
Right.
And when you die, you turn into a zombie.
I don't care anymore.
He doesn't care anymore. But anyways, let's get all past that. I'm in
seriously,
Morro Bay, California. Morro Bay, California, the home of the Morro Rock, which is a volcanic rock that's... Can you see it behind me? There it is.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. 581 feet at the peak. And it's right across the way from the Morro Bay Power Plant, which is now closed since 2014. The power plant is closed because a lot of environmental regulations. They can't really make much of a profit.
Wow.
So what they did was it was built in the 1950s. It's these 3 giant 450-foot stacks that was run by coal. And then they got rid of the coal and then they went to natural gas. But now the monument is the 3 stacks, and then we have the Mall Rock. And the local people, some people it's torn right down the middle, just like the election. It's right down the middle. Half of the people want to leave the stacks there, and half of the people want to keep it as a tourist attraction.
Nobody cares.
It's 107 acres of waterfront property just closed.
Nobody's coming to see a rock.
They are. Big tourist attraction. There's a fishing village. This is all resorts and motels.
Knock it down. Knock it down.
Well, here's the other thing. Their budget is $10 million
I don't care.
year.
Knock it down.
It's $30 million to knock it down, and then it's going to cost a fortune to build something.
Got to think of the future. Knock it down. It's a big rock. Nobody cares.
Not the rock. We're not going to knock the rock down.
I want the rock.
They want to knock down. You want to knock the rock.
I want the rock. I want the whole thing down.
You want the 500 million year old volcanic rock knocked down?
Yeah. Or maybe we can dump the COVID casualties down into the volcano, or maybe anyone with COVID, we put them in the volcano and sacrifice them, and then the COVID goes away. Has your governor thought of that? No, he's too busy at the French Laundry. When I'm coming up with ideas on the fly like this. Hey, you got COVID? Get in the fucking rock. And we sacrifice you to the gods.
Well, you should be on the committee, clearly.
I don't want to be on any committees. I'm too busy. I'm too busy.
You're too busy. So what happened? You had a HERF yesterday? Was it yesterday you had a HERF?
Oh, it was, we had a HERF.
The day before, because this is going to air in the morning?
Yeah, we had a HERF, and Jim Minnelli brought up the episode 66 with the dwarf date, and then that became an hour. I had to relive Cappy for an hour with those maniacs, with every small joke and dwarf, midget, appetizer, whatever joke. So it was a nightmare for me.
Let me bring the people up to speed if they didn't hear that episode.
What do you mean not hear it? Go back and listen.
Go back and listen.
Watch it.
But just the gist of it, Al went out on a date with a little person.
It's the jizz of it. There'll be no jizz for her.
Because when you jizz, you went right over her head.
Hey.
Sorry. I just realized that.
Let's cut that. Let's edit that part out.
Let's edit that part right out. All right,
yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. She was a full blown midge.
There we go. You were losing me.
Full blown midget.
The sun was coming in at a different angle, and it made me completely silhouette, but I fixed it.
Stick with the story here.
Stick with the story. So anyways.
Stay focused.
Listen to the episode.
Yeah, just listen.
Just listen to it.
But it became, during the HERF, it was at least an hour of dealing with that whole thing again. So
it's entertainment, and you were entertaining people.
I texted with a friend last night, and it was a comic, and then they thought that should become a bit. But I don't know if you can do that as a bit. First of all, I don't want to tell that story every night. And secondly, I think there's always going to be, even a short person is going to get offended.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say little people.
Even the littlest of people might be offended. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a story you can tell on stage.
Uh-huh.
And who wants to? It's a long, involved, just pressing.
I wish you videotaped it. I wish it was on one of those dating shows. But anywho, so anyways, that got an uptick in views and listeners. And you said that you were discussing it during their HERF, which is a Zoom cigar sit. And a bunch of people listened to it and loved the episode and never hit liked. So here we are, back to this. I made my silly video about the skateboarder guy and the ocean spray that became viral, and that came out a month ago. So I wanted to make a video, and I never got around to making it until just a few days ago.
I think it was about 3 months. What?
3 months? No, it didn't get the viral scale until about a month ago. That's when all the news networks were covering it.
Okay.
It was a viral video for a couple of months. And then when it got up to like the 30 million views, that's when the national news and the local news people jumped on it. And that was about a month ago. I thought of making a parody of it, and a bunch of people did. Mm-hmm. And then I just never got around to it until I was in upstate somewhere, and then I just made it on a country road.
Right.
And it's people are enjoying it, and they're sharing it. And the whole reason I made it, too, was to get people to come here.
Right.
So I'll post one of those, and then I'll put our podcast. I'm just trying to get eyes and ears on this.
Right.
Well, that's it.
But people still, there's an anti-Dicks movement out there. Because there's an anti-Dicks movement. Because I posted a picture when I was in the Navy, and I got 300 something likes and 90 comments. Mm-hmm. And I can put a link for the Two Dicks, the new episode, and it will get 1 like and no comments.
Right.
So I'll tell you, there's an anti-dick movement.
And then people talk about it. It's almost like it's a...
They know about it. People do know about it.
I think some people are embarrassed to say they listen to the two dicks because they have to explain themselves. Because people think it's dirty.
It is.
And that's one of the reasons why Facebook gave us a hard time. They used to love us. Facebook used to love us. And then with all the controversy of the hate speech and all that, we got caught up. We got the two dicks got we kind of got yanked.
Hey now.
Paused, frozen. The two dicks got yanked.
Yeah.
We were paused. We were penalized. I had to.
Hey now.
We both had to send.
We
had to send messages saying they almost put us in like a jail kind of a thing. And we had to fight. So then we just said, okay, we're just going to do YouTube.
I'm glad to be gone. I'm glad to be on Patreon and YouTube and then other podcasts when we release it to podcast stuff. But that's fine. I don't even want to be on Facebook anymore. It was too much.
Well, we need
work.
Facebook.
I don't need them. You need them. I don't need them.
We have thousands of followers each.
Non-participating followers.
Yes, that's true.
These are the people we like, the ones who watch the Patreon and listen on YouTube. They're the people. The rest of them, because they're not coming over, they don't participate. If I ask, you know what I mean? Where's the question this week? Where is it? There's no question.
We have no questions?
No questions.
Damn it.
No questions. Come on.
Crap.
Damn it.
We
have so little. We give, look what we give, 2 a week. Who else is giving 2 a week?
2 a week.
Most people give 1 a week at best.
I wanted to discuss the, what do you think about the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. fight? They're in their 50s. They're going to be boxing, and it's going to be pay-per-view. Are they going to make a killing, or is it ridiculous?
Oh, they're going to make a killing. It's 2-minute rounds, though. I mean, what is this? Ladies over 60 at a church? I mean, 2 minutes. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's insulting. I mean, even both Tyson and Jones, like, it should be 3, but they're old men. And Tyson looks great in the pictures and the video. I think he's going to try go in there just for a knockout, and they'll both be winded by the 3rd round. So, but it's going to make a killing. I mean, I think everyone, and it's not a cheap one either. It's not. I think it's a $50 type pay-per-view.
Wow. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna drop the 50. I'm not. If you like to drop the 50, go right ahead.
That's 10 months of Patreon for the 2 dicks.
See how it all comes back around?
All comes back.
All comes back around.
There'll be some knucklehead's going to spend $50 and things that'll last 3 minutes, and you could have had 10 months of the 2 dicks on Patreon. But whatever, you make your choices. But I think I'm predicting Tyson in 2. Let's go 2. Because if he doesn't knock him out, they're both just going to be.
But Roy Jones has got more stamina, I bet, and
they're still old though.
He's still a proficient. I mean, he has that. He's got 4 division titles.
Want to make a wager?
Oh, I guess so. Oh,
yeah. Well, you just took Jones.
I guess I took Jones.
All right, no round. We'll just go. How about winner? Just the winner of the fight.
Winner. Let's do winner. I'll take Jones.
I'll take Tyson.
And if it's a draw, then it's a draw.
And it's a draw. Well, what do we do? Stick? Cigar?
Yeah, let's do a stick.
Did you smoke that Atabay?
Well, I'm saying let's do an Atabay, and I'll just send that right back to you.
You haven't fired that one up yet?
No. And here's the thing: I went on the road, didn't take any cigars with me.
I don't want it. You really, sir? I gotta do a podcast.
Now the reason. Let me just explain to the people.
I gotta find a man and do a podcast. I swear to God.
You do.
This is ridiculous.
Let me explain to the folks that are listeing and watching.
They just tuned out.
They just tuned out.
They're so disgusted. You went on the road without sticks? You son of a bitch.
Well, there's cigar shops and whatnot, but here's the deal.
Yeah.
We booked this trip. We booked this trip about a month, a little over a month ago, maybe. And we said, it's getting bad. Maybe we have to cancel. Maybe we're going to have to cancel. And I have a certain date and time to cancel to get my money back. But then the pipe burst in our home.
Right.
And we had like 5 or 6 plumbers and whatnot lined up coming in, and plaster guys. So we said, screw it. We're not going to, if we're going to get COVID, let's go enjoy ourselves. So
right. Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We booked a standalone private entrance.
Yes. You're fine.
Airbnbs.
I'm sure you two weren't within 100 feet of anyone. You're fine. You're not getting COVID. You are safe.
No, there's, there's maskers and anti-maskers, and there's people. Then there's people that forget their mask, and then there's people that just walk by you when you have a mask. They go, oh.
Right.
So we have that, and then we have other people with masks yelling at people, "Put on your mask!" It's so fucked up.
It's quite a country, isn't it? It's quite a country we live in. Yeah.
It really is. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're going to be at Vasani's.
Yes, sir. I did just quickly did a luncheon show. Our buddy Joe Targia.
Joe thought you were great, and you threw yourself under the bus saying it wasn't a great setup. There was only 28 people, but it was a private party, and I'm sure that you were wonderful.
Well, thank you. Joe was happy, and people laughed. I mean, there was one woman though in the front, mask on it during the luncheon. She's wearing her mask, won't look at the stage. Looking straight at the person she's with, wouldn't acknowledge me. So then, that was the one I go, single? Because, of course, she's 150 years old. And she goes, no, I'm a widow. I go, really? You couldn't just say single and make it, I'm trying to get blacks in, dumbass. So, but she was eating that free food. The mask would come down. She'd shovel it in her pie hole. She had food to go home with. And Joe and these other guys were all vendors, so they wanted, to sell what they do. So then I asked the woman, because she ran a condo property, I said, do you ever use these guys? And she goes, no. So basically there for the free lunch. That was it.
So basically neither one of you got a booking from this woman who runs the committee. Retirement community.
Joe bought her a $25 lunch, and she shoveled it in. Didn't laugh once. And
didn't want to be there. Just wanted the food, but she couldn't help herself.
No. Yeah. She'd be like, I'm a widow. Yeah. Okay.
Well, don't you want to go out on a happy note, lady? Don't you want to hey, this is my last hurrah. I could die of other causes. I could get the COVID. I'm going to get my free lunch, enjoy a laugh, and hopefully I'll wake up to a better day tomorrow. You couldn't do that. You had to be negative, Nelly.
On a happy note, I banged her.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Oh, get on up here, motherfucker! Give me security. I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, sure.
Subscribe.
Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forward the two dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?